At the risk of us all sounding like a bunch of space cadets, we're all related, so Danny and I are brothers.
Hi, I'm Danny and I play guitar in Solar Suns.
And Pete's our cousin.
My name is Pete and I play the drums.
Visions are chasing me. Hold on for as long as I can.
We like space and that kind of existential question of what's beyond the stars and all that stuff.
And it ties into that sort of idea as well that, you know, everything on Earth is come here from outer space, you know what I mean? So it's like we're all just sons and daughters of the cosmos, you know. It's pretty far out, but it's like, wow, that'll do, that's cool.
Feel myself failing. The pain runs across my hand as I see something slither away in the sand. Subconscious.
So I was here before with a band called King Witch, recording their second and third albums, Body of Light and the yet to be named third album.
What makes Solar Suns different from King Witch?
Solar Suns has been, we're more like an organised jam band, if that makes sense. We've got kind of jammy elements in our tunes, but still quite structured and orchestrated. We all contribute to the music, absolutely, yeah. And even with like the different instrumentation, so Danny will sometimes suggest something for me to play and I'll do the same with him or with Pete or whatever. It's all very open.
Shift reality, slipping away. Lost to the void, hallucinate, follow the snake. Subconscious shift, reality, slipping away. Searching the void, what do I hear calling to me? The dark night melts away, and the stars, they fade from the sky. A light creeps beyond the horizon line, a trail through the sand. At the foot of the mountains ahead, I can see a doorway carved into the stone. Then a light breaks around the frame as those symbols appear. Subconscious mind.
Have Rory and Danny been a huge influence?
They were a very significant influence on me because we're family. So Rory and Danny are brothers and I'm their cousin. So, and we have a very close family at home in Elgin. So any time that there was a family gathering, we'd see each other and they would always show me new music, and they were a huge part in my early kind of musical adventures, showing me like Iron Maiden and like Black Sabbath, and eventually it got to things like Tool, and I was like, that really set me off.
Out of the void, reality.
Is Lionel Richie an influence on Solar Suns?
I think Lionel Richie's more of an influence on me, maybe more so than Solar Suns. Rory and Danny might turn around and go, oh yeah, definitely Commodores, man, like the tunes. But I love Lionel Richie. I get that from my dad. Like my dad's always been like the kind of Motown kind of dad, and Lionel Richie was always something that would be on, and I genuinely am a big fan of Lionel Richie. I think he's great.
my number one guitar is definitely my Gibson Les Paul that I've pretty much laid everything down with in the studio here, and it's my number one. Like, as soon as I got it, it's got a maple neck on it. It's an old studio, and it's like the Raw Power series, and I just was like, whoa, that's well nice, and it's got that. It just plays really nice. It stays in tune good. I upgraded it a little bit just with like better. It's just every time I pick it up, I just strum a chord on it, and I'm like, yeah. And my main amp that I've been using for quite a few years now is my Laney Ironheart, and it's just the 60 watt version.
60 watts.
Yeah.
All as valves as well.
It's valve head, and it's 6L6 valves in it, I think, and it's got such a great clean tone and just a really good gnarly heavy tone as well.
I love that red glow.
And it glows red, aye, exactly.
Like the eyes of the monsters you were scared of at night as a child.
Oh, look at that mean fucker.
Automaton is about a machine that was made by the best minds of a dwindling humanity. One of the age-old questions is like, is there a meaning to existence? What's the meaning of life? So like the planet's been kind of almost destroyed. There's a few folk left, and they build this machine to try and figure out if there is actually a meaning to life or if it's all just a waste of time and a bit pointless. I've got a friend called Tom I go walking with. He said he'd seen a Patrick Moore live once, the guy that used to do Sky at Night. Apparently one of the audience members at the end asked him, what's the meaning of life? And he said, well, that's a...
Four-dimensional